story is about, I didn't know you've got a superpower. So when I was really little, my dad told me that when I'm riding the elevator with the clear, like a glass thing, I should do this. I'm gonna look like a superwoman going all the way up to the sky. And I think I learned a lot from my dad. So in the next several slides, like 18 slides, you're gonna learn a lot about how I see the world in a view that just look really childish and super, super immature. But I believe that point of view also are inside of you, and I think that kind of view can also change the way you look at the world. So viewers' discretion is advised. First superpower is transfigure. That means, in photography's term, means when you're looking at certain things long enough, you just feel like it doesn't look like what it is. So if you stare at like your glass for long enough, you don't really know. So this is a picture of a very good examples. These look like planets, but they're actually not. They're the bottom of the frying pans. That's why it's called the devour. It means you can eat it all. And NASA actually published a request to see if people can match. And this is the way that artists make the pictures to make them look like actual planets, but they are actually the traffic poles. So if you look at them, they're heavily filtered. But I made a very good attempt of making them, and if anyone can guess what the original object is,
Ice.
Good try. Pancakes, very good try too. It's actually a traffic pose that was rusted, but I've also got cakes, milkshake. This is another one that I really like. That's why I also had the viewer's discretion. These are called body landscape, where the top right you see is kind of like a crescent of the moon, and then the underneath is like a moon, and this in the middle is like a lagoon, and these are kind of like the mountains, but they're actually body parts. And I made an attempt. On the right-hand side, you have, that looks like a piano, but not really. That looks like a lot of people sitting in the lecture hall, but not really. They're actually hangers. And on the left-hand side, well, right-hand side for you, it's a windmill that trying very hard to look like a shaving thing that I don't know the English in. So second superpower you have is personification. And I really like that because you can try very hard staring at something, and it ended up starting to look like, I'm stalling this slide in just 20 seconds. Like a face. So to make the point very clear, if you look at the right-hand side and the left-hand side, you kind of get the idea that the building looks like a baby that looks super, super, super excited about something. It's like, and I'm gonna go through more slides to show you. So on the left-hand side, you have this little timer that looks really confused. We're like, oh, you just don't want to use me anymore. And then the one on the side is like, I'm ready for you to sit on me. And they are stormtroopers, but not really. So when I was in college, I went to Cancun, and after I finished my trip, I took a picture in front of my hotel. And then I took a look, wait, that kind of looked like a face when I was developing it in the dark room. So if you look really closely, after my trip to Cuba this time, I figured out, I finally know that I had this little crush on this guy for a really long time, and now I know who he looks like. Duh, he looks pretty handsome, right? So we got that. It's like things that is bound to happen, kind of happen. This is the college that I went to in Cleveland called called Case Western Reserve University. It's not a military school. Our business school looks kind of like a military or whatever that secret project is. But my photography teacher told us to do a personification project. So I went into that super futuristic building and I took two pictures. On the right-hand side, you have somebody laughing like this. And then on the right-hand side, right? You have somebody who's like, oh. And if the point is not clear, you can see the pictures are trying to match what is really demonstrating in the picture. So hopefully you can see the point I'm gonna try to come across. And when I was doing it in the dark room, when I was developing the picture in the dark room, I saw this side of the picture, but then I flipped it. Then it became a different view. So on the left-hand side, you have a little dog, or I kind of see like a very cute face. And on the right-hand side, you have something that's more creepy than it actually was before. So I'm not gonna point it out if you didn't see it, so it's good for you not to have nightmare tonight. To kind of end this presentation, I want to show you this print that I made, which is 3 question mark streams. I made this print by painting, by taking a picture of like 3 question mark in a store window, but I flipped the print so you don't see the question mark. But I hope the takeaway of this presentation is next time, when you're eating fried eggs, you see Barb Simpson, or when you see this little thing, you see the emoji, and when you wake up right next to somebody you don't know over a heavy night of drinking, you will think about that picture on the left-hand corner, and you've all got superpower, that's curiosity. So thank you very much.
Are you a photographer?
No. I like photography.
More questions?
What is the weirdest personification you have ever seen?
The personification, the weirdest. It depends on if you're drunk or not.
All right. Thank you, Trista.